Well, welcome back. Welcome back. What's going on with the war? Did Trump start bombing Iran like y'all said he was going to do tonight? No, that didn't happen. Are you wrong again? Aren't you tired of being wrong all the time? Aren't you tired of getting all worked up by the media and getting all bent out of shape and denouncing Trump and running your fucking mouth only looks stupid? When are you going to trust Trump? When are you going to be a man? When are you going to man up? We're not going to a war with fucking Iran. No need. This is going to be a draft. We're going to get drafted. You're not getting drafted by Trump, you idiot. Goofy. Media got y'all worked up again. Got you bent out of shape again, huh? I didn't even watch the parade. Shit, I worked. I was at work grinding. Getting paid. So I missed the little parade, but, you know, sure it was fine. I had to listen to liberals all day, pretend it was like Trump's parade or something. So fucking stupid. I started unfollowing a lot of the liberals. I'm just tired of listening to them fucking lie all the time. God, you know? It's getting pretty pathetic. I had to unfollow Kyle Kalinske the other day because, my God, my whole timeline was covered in him just making shit up. Like, God, like delusional as fuck. It's just insane. Like, damn, bro, I get it. You don't like Trump, but that don't mean you got to be. Like, I didn't like Biden, but I wasn't making shit up about him every day and shit. Living some wild, delusional fantasy about him. So, I don't get it. I didn't have to, we didn't have to lie about Biden and, Trump won. That should show you right there that you don't have to make a bunch of shit up. Give me a shout out. For what? Pay me. Pay me, Bentley Matthews. They're eating the dogs or eating the cats. They were eating the dogs. They were eating the cats. Why y'all keep pretending that wasn't happening? Y'all crack me up, man. You'll have interviews with all these people that live in the community. They're all saying, yeah, man, that's true. And then the news media get on TV and say, that's not real. And then the local government will say, that's not real. And you just believe it. You don't trust all those people. Instead, you believe the government, which lies all the time. The news lies all the time. Hey, we get it, man. You want a free Palestine. We get it. Don't you realize, like, all that spam and shit, that just makes people not want a free Palestine? You realize that? Don't be annoying. Let me give you a lesson on how to get people to side with you on a cause. This is a very important lesson. Don't be annoying. Don't be an annoying faggot. Because if you're an annoying faggot, then whatever you're saying, whatever your cause is, people are going to say, God, fuck that cause and fuck this guy too. Because you're annoying, you see. You're getting on their nerves. So every time they hear, like, free Palestine, they think of your annoying ass. And they say, fuck Palestine. Me personally, I don't know enough about it to really have a deep opinion about it. I just hope all the fighting ends and there's peace. But sometimes, there can't be peace without a fight. Sometimes there has to be a fight. Sometimes two people want to battle. There's nothing you can do about that. Doesn't mean I have to get involved, though. I don't have to fight. Sydney Sweeney, 100%. 100%. Quit spamming about knack free. I'm buying gears. That's a day one buy. No matter how many times you tell me not to, doesn't change my mind. I'm buying it. I'm a fan, and I'm buying it. I'm not buying whatever game you want me to buy that you might be a fan of. You enjoy it, have fun, but I don't like it. I don't want to play it. I want Gears of War. No, Sydney Sweeney's hotter than Megan Fox. I don't know. Maybe I'd have to see it. I'd have to look at her in 2007. You said, or something. Maybe I'd change my mind if I was reminded again. I don't know. She look all right now, but I feel like she's got a lot of plastic in her. Plus, she's a fucking weirdo. Like, oh, she got like a trans kid or something. Anybody with a trans kid is fucking weird. Nah, I don't have time to play Knack 3. Yeah, I think Sydney Sweeney's hotter than Megan Fox. But to each their own. You're not fucking either of them, so it don't really matter, You're not fucking any of them. You're not fucking Megan Fox. You're not fucking Sydney Sweeney. You're not fucking any of them. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. You're not getting it. I'm not getting it. Somebody's getting it, but not you and not me. Somebody, though. One lucky guy out there, or maybe a few of them. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't have the answers. Here, get up. Get up. I knew it. You laying on it. I knew it. Thank you. Won't hit who? Won't hit what, though? What you talking about? Where'd he go? What are you talking about, guy? Zoe Deschanel. Whatever happened to her? She was real famous for a while, but then she like vanished off the face of the earth. I don't know what happened to her? Her people. Darkness, darkness. Darkness. I wouldn't say she's ugly. What happened to her, though? I wish I had some milk. I'd love a glass, Jacob, but I don't have any. That sounds nice. Some nice whole milk. Maybe a little chocolate in it. Nice cold glass of chocolate. Whole chocolate. Don't that sound nice? I had some chocolate milk earlier. That was pretty good. God, it sounds so good. What did I eat today? I had Slim Chickens when I got home. At work, I ate a donut and a fucking bag of Cheetos. I was going to take a lunch, but it was pouring down rain. So I said, fuck it, I ain't going to no Chick-fil-A. It doesn't. Fuck that. It was raining hard as shit. Yeah, she was in a TV show. It was a pretty big show. Must have made a lot of money off the show and said, fuck it, I'm done. I'm retired. I'm sure that there's reruns or something. They get paid off those reruns. Probably airs on like some cable channel somewhere. Pluto TV or some shit. What are you trying to say? She's not hot? She's pretty hot. Not plastic enough for you. I'm telling you, that shit they do to their face. Look up that one whore. What's her name? She's like a hoe. She does OnlyFans. Well, she got kicked off OnlyFans for being too much of a hoe. She's so much of a hoe, they were like, get off OnlyFans. That one girl. But I don't know. I don't know what it is about the stuff they do to their face, but it's weird, man. Their face is like shiny. It's all like shiny and it's weird looking. I don't like there's just something weird about her look. I don't know if it's plastic surgery or if her soul is dead, you know what I mean? Because she's such a slut whore. That maybe that's why there's something about her that just looks weird, like. And guys are like lining up to fuck her. Like, bro, she's not hot enough to line up to fuck. You know what I mean? There ain't many girls that I could think of that, you know. Let's try to think of a few. This is a good conversation. Let's say you were gonna line up to fuck a girl. Who would be the girl? Who would you line up for behind a bunch of other men? Just to get a hold of it. Just to get in it for a few minutes. I can't think of anybody that's like, oh man, yeah, I'd stand in line. Gotta be somebody though. Not Bonnie Blue, I tell you that. She's not even hot enough to just fuck, you know, just to have sex with. And I seen a video of her fucking too. I was like, what's all the hype about? What are guys lining up? I wasn't impressed at all by the way she fucked. I didn't think it was impressive. It looked boring as hell. Like, that's the thing. She's not very attractive to me, maybe to you. I don't know. But I don't think she's very attractive. And I don't think she fucks very good either. So what's the hype about? I guess that's why she has to do these weird stunts, because she's not super attractive. And she's not like some amazing fuck. She's not putting on a performance in the video. We were like, God damn, who is this woman? You know, she doesn't have like a big giant set of tits or anything, like a big ass or something, you know? Like, what's the hype about? Oh, she's just a weirdo who guys line, you know what I mean? That's her thing. She's a weirdo. And there was another girl who was like copying her. And she was actually kind of attractive and she could actually fuck. I seen a video of her. I was like, well, she can fuck. Why is she doing these weird stunts? She trying to copy this other bitch. This other bitch is doing that because she got nothing else. There's nothing else going on. She's got to be a weirdo. And like, I'm having like 100 men line up, and people are like, what the hell's going on? That's how she gets attention, because she's not attractive enough just to get it. She's not hot enough just to go, oh man. She should really give it a rest. Like, it's not. Go look it up yourself. You got a phone. Look it up yourself. Bonnie Blue. I wasn't impressed. Kind of a dead fuck. I'll be honest with you. You would think, you would think she'd be this massive slut or something. No, I didn't think. I wasn't. I was like, what is this dead fucking... Dead eyes. Bitch got dead eyes. She looked like her soul is just gone. Devil took it. You gotta be real sad and desperate to line up to fuck her. I mean, you gotta be kind of sad just to be, if you got excited just to fuck her, period, just by yourself. There's nothing impressive about it. But every month, there she is on the timeline with a new stunt she's going to do. I'm going to sit in a glass box, and guys can just walk up and do whatever they want to me. Random strangers in the street. I'm like, what? And OnlyFans was like, get out of here, you weird bitch. Like, you're a weird bitch. The fuck is this weird shit? Of course she canceled it. Nobody wants to watch that. Nobody wants to watch her fuck, period. It's boring. She's boring. Boring fuck. Not even attractive. I don't know if she did something to her face with the play. I don't know what it is. Something is off. It's all, the face always looks so shiny. Why is that face so shiny? What causes that? Like, you look at their face and you're like, bitch, maybe you should like take a shower or something. You look like, kind of look dirty to me. Marshall, what are you doing, bro? Move. Fuck out the way, bro. Shit. The whole damn bed laying it. Move over. Move your big ass over. I'll pay the rent here. You'll pay nothing. Some bitch with an oily face. Clean your face. Wash your face. She looks dirty. She doesn't look like she took a shower or anything. Guys are lining up. For fuck's sake, line up for what? For what? It's bad enough you're lining up to begin with, but at least when you tell me who you lined up for, I better be like, damn, yeah, she's hot. But when you're like Bonnie Blue, I'm like, what? What do you do? What? all the women you could say. Like, I lined up. I had to stand in line for 2 hours, but I fucked her. Who? Bonnie Blue. Huh? There better be an impressive name comes out of your mouth. I better hear like, well, Sydney Sweeney was in there. And even that's like, what? How long did you stand in line? How many people was there? What the hell? Ugh. But at least you'll be able to say, well, how many chances you get to fuck Sydney Sweeney? Instead, you're like, well, fuck Bonnie Blue, man. And I'm like, nah, man. There ain't nothing you can say that's gonna make me go, well, I guess, maybe. No. I wouldn't show up just to fuck Bonnie Blue by myself. If she invited me over, I'd be like, nah. Trust me, ain't missing anything. Ain't missing a damn thing. Like, you didn't watch the tape before. You know what I'm saying? If I'm going to go line up, right? Let's say I'm going to line up. Fuck some bitch. We're standing in line, right? I'm going to look her up on the hub. Well, the hub's banned now. You can't get on it no more. They banned it in my state. But I would think you'd take a look before you went down there. See what you're getting, you know? And once you see the video, it's like, how long is the line? Ugh. But I guess when you don't get no pussy, maybe it's like, oh, God, Bonnie Blue. Oh, God. If I'm ever that desperate for pussy, fuck's sake, shoot me. Shoot me in the fucking head. Put me down. Put me out of my fucking misery. If I'm so desperate, I'm like, Bonnie fucking Blue. I'm lining up. If you see me in the line, shoot me. Right in that line. And when they ask you why you did it, play this. Play this tape. I don't want to press charges. Shoot me and live your life. You see me in that line. Let the man live his life. I'll be in the courtroom. Remember that video of that guy? I don't know if I ever played it on here, but there was like a guy that got killed. He got murdered by a guy. And in the court case, in the courtroom, they played like an AI version of the dead guy, and the AI guy was like forgiving the guy for killing him and shit. Like, what? The guy was like, maybe in another life we could have been friends. What? Bring me back in AI, though, in the court case, and I'll be like, I'm glad he shot me. I was standing in line for Bonnie Blue. I was number 980 in line of 1,000, waiting on Bonnie Blue. And I needed to be put down. So please, people of the jury, find it in your heart to find this man not guilty. Because he did what needed to be done. But I encourage you to not Jackal Gold Kick. Jackal Gold Kick, you skip this part. But everybody else, I encourage you to go check out Bonnie Blue. Go see this for yourself. Not to me, not impressed. I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. I mean, it's not like it's some amazing, like, she doesn't have like some amazing body. Like, she's not fat, but she's not like, it's not like, oh my God, you know? You know what I mean? She ain't got like, oh, look at those tits or look at that ass or something, you know? Her face is nothing special. Not like she's the most hideous person in the world or something, but she's not like, She really is mid. Like if you that like she's like, and maybe she'd be a little bit more attractive if she wasn't this nasty hoe. Like if she was married with children and that was somebody's wife, you'd say, and and she probably wouldn't look so dead inside because she didn't fuck 1,000 guys in a night, and that might make her look a little bit better. You'd say, oh, that's a nice woman. I'm gonna be honest with you. She's not built to be a slut. That's what it is. That's what it is. She's not meant to be some slut. She don't even look like a slut. She not built like a slut. To me, she don't even act like I've seen the video. It's not very slutty. You think she'd be in there talking all kinds of shit. You think she'd be fucking like, God damn. Think she'd be fucking the guy running around. No, she's like a dead person laying there. Probably because she's used to just laying there and like a guy comes in, fucks her, gets up. Guy goes in, fuck her. She got to get through 1,000. She got like AirPods in and shit, listening to music while they fuck her. Like, she's got a podcast on. Just trying to get the job done. Need something to listen to while we work. And some fucking loser's giving it all he's got. He's like, there's a bunch of other fucking dweebs behind him watching, jerking off. Jesus. What the fuck? But it's not like she's in that. She's terrible. Go see it for yourself, I'm telling you. Not Jekyll Gold Kick. Jekyll Gold Kick, you don't go see it. Honestly though, I'll be honest with you. I think if Jekyll Gold Kick watched a Bonnie Blue video, he'd cure him. It'd cure him from porn addiction. He'd be like, this shit is terrible. I bet you couldn't even jerk off to it, honestly. Seriously, I don't even think he'd get hard watching it. I think he'd just say, what is this? This is the woman I keep hearing about in the news all the time, fucking 1,000 guys or whatever. Like you would think, oh, she fucked 1,000 guys. This must be a real slut. This must be a real hoe. Ain't no telling what she'll be doing in this video. But no, it's a dead fish. Just laying there. With like a dead look on her face. It's fucking terrible. And you're lining up to fuck it. You're lining up to fuck it. No, you're thinking of the other girl. There's two of them. You're thinking of the other girl. The other girl is decent looking. I'm laying in the darkness. That's why it's dark. See? We're in the dark. Well, go see it for yourself. Bonnie Blue. Terrible. Absolutely terrible. Like, she needs to be banned from OnlyFans. She needs to go get a job or something. Like, she's not cut out for this life. And I never will finish evil with it. Yeah, I've been blocked by Goldberg for years. I don't know why, but I am blocked by Goldberg. He's probably a liberal. I already told you, Sydney Sweeney. I need GTA 5. I only have the PS4 version. I need that PS5 version. like $20 though. Ricky, I'm in bed. You're asking me to get up and go in the living room. I want to do that. Play Fortnite. And one dude said he was going to text me. He never did, though. I don't know. I must went to sleep. I played a little bit of that GTA 3 game they had up there for free. Like the definitive edition or whatever. Right. I beat that game as a kid, though. I don't care about GTA 4. Give me that GTA 6. And until you come out with that, go fuck off with all this shit. And all these dumb women acting like they act like being a whore is some new thing, some new phenomenon. Like, oh my God, I fucked all these guys or whatever. Like, there's been, there's been sluts for centuries. And you're not even top 10 slut of all time. You ain't even in the top 1,000 sluts. You're boring. You're not even a real slut. So hush. That other bitch was mad. That one bitch that made $75 million, she was mad. She was like, "Oh, I didn't have to fuck anybody to get this money." Well, of course you didn't. Of course you didn't. But Bonnie Blue has no choice. She ain't you. She ain't got nothing you got. Bonnie Blue got to work for it. Because she's in the wrong field of work. Like, Bonnie Blue would be hot if she was just some normal girl that worked in, like, an office somewhere. Like a secretary or something. And you worked there and you was like, damn, she's kind of hot. But she went so far off the deep end of slut. And not even really a slut. Just a nasty fucking bitch. Just a weird, nasty bitch. I wouldn't even classify as a slut. It's a weird, nasty bitch. Not attractive. It's not even attractive in like a slutty, like, let me fuck this slut. No, it's just disgusting. Yeah, how does she buy? That's what I'm saying. She buys a Bentley. She makes enough money off being a fucking slut, even though she's terrible at it. She's terrible at it. I'm telling you, if Jacko Goldkick's seen a video of her, he quit watching porn. He'd cure him. You ain't jacking off for 8 hours to Bonnie Blue. Ain't no way. You get bored. You get bored watching her. Nothing special. But got a Bentley. Weird, ain't it? I got a boyfriend, Matt. He's right there, Ricky Perez. That's my boyfriend. Look her up, Ricky. Bonnie Blue. Give your thoughts. Now, Ricky's been in a prison cell. He'd probably be like, she looked pretty good. Yeah, I mean, if you're in prison, sure. I mean, if I was in a prison cell for 10 years and one day they brought Bonnie Blue in, they said, here's Bonnie Blue for the night. We're gonna lock her in the cell with you. Yeah, I'll fuck her. Yeah. But any other time, no. Would you stand in line? That's the woman that had 1,000 guys fuck her and they stood in line. Okay, now you looked her up on Google. Click the video tab. And look at that. And watch how boring that is. She's boring. Once you see how boring the sex is with her, you'll realize, I wouldn't hit. I'm telling you, get it to Jackal Gold Kick. It'll cure him. Say, here, Jackal Gold Kick, watch this. What if like 8 hours later he was like, my God, I just got done watching the full video of the 1,000 guys. Jackal Gold Kick watched the whole thing. It's out there somewhere, right? They filmed this, I'm assuming. See, I've never seen that. And I'm assuming it's out there somewhere. Jackal Gold Kick watched the whole thing. It's got to be a long one, right? 1,000 guys. That's got to take a long time. Now, what are the rules of the thing? Like, is there like a Guinness Book of World Record guy standing in the corner taking notes as they fuck? Does each guy have to come for it to count, or does he just have to penetrate her? Like, what are the rules that makes it count? Just sticking it in, that counts? Or do you got to make each guy come? I feel like a real whore, she'd want to make each guy, take pride. That's what I'm saying. Take pride in your work. If you're going to be a slut, when I was growing up, when I was a teenager, there were sluts. There were actual sluts. They were famous. They were sluts. They were proud of it. They were proud sluts. There was no shame in their game. You got to have honor. I feel like you got to make the guy come or it doesn't count. Like, Then you just had a bunch of guys come and stick their dick in and pull it out and leave. Like, what is going on? To me, that seems even weirder. But how can each guy, 1,000 guys, they all came. God, it seems like it's going to take a long fucking time. Of course, a lot of these guys they probably come in half a second. Bonnie Blue touches them on the leg. They're like, ooh! You gotta be a fucking clown. You're lining up. You're lined up. They were standing. Remember the video? They were like on the stairs, lined up the stairs. And it was going out the door. They were outside, lined up down the. What is going on? She had to just make it up. There's no way 1,000. She's exaggerating. How do you even find 1,000 guys? There's 1,000 guys. Indian guys. I bet there was a lot of Indian guys in that line. I bet you. Just have a feeling there's a lot of Indian guys. But some weird motherfuckers in that line. You're in that line arguing with some liberal about Trump. Y'all way back in the back of the line arguing about Trump. I've never used Hinge. Tinder sucks. When I was on there, that Facebook shit, that's where you meet the most girls, I think. Tinder's garbage. What a waste of time. I probably fucked a few girls off Tinder, but yeah. I'd go with the Facebook. They did a study on Tinder. Tinder don't even work. Useless. Look it up. Useless. Remember they had like $1,000 membership for Tinder? Like what? I ain't gonna pay for any of these apps. Fuck all that. Paying to meet some dumb bitch. Please. Get a fucking grip. Paying a monthly fee. So you swipe right unlimited. They didn't check all 1,000. That's what I'm saying. They just made them use condoms, I guess. Bitch is weird. She too weird for OnlyFans. They were like, you gotta go. The other girl's like, I just rubbed my pussy a couple times and I made 70 million. I didn't even have to fuck nobody. Well, yeah. Of course. But Bonnie Blue has to. Bonnie Blue can't rub her pussy. Nobody want to watch that. Are you kidding me? Man, I'd rather watch paint dry. I'd rather go to work than watch Bonnie Blue rub her pussy. You got me fucked up. Like, I just rubbed my pussy. Well, I'm sure you did. $75 million to rub your vagina. Crazy. It's actually genius, though. Think about it. Probably tempting too. You got people messaging you. They'll be like, "I'll give you $1 million." I'll fuck you on camera for $1 million. You got to turn that down. You got to turn that down. Think the long game. No, I'm gonna rub pussy. Make $70 million. Then clown other women. Because women hate other women. They're like, I didn't have to be a whore and fuck a bunch of dudes. I just rubbed my pussy. Oh, wow. How noble. You had to fuck 1,000 guys. And probably didn't even get close to 70 million. Wonder how much she made to fuck those 1,000. I wonder how much money was made off that little stunt. Probably not even $1 million. Sad. All that for nothing. Too much, actually. Too much. Too much. It's overkill. But she probably started out like, I'll rub my pussy, and nobody watched it. Nobody cared. Nobody gave a shit. Nobody cared. So it's like, fun. Like some women can just rub their pussy. They're multimillionaires. All I gotta do. But some can't. Because nobody cares. Sad. It's kind of sad. That's why women hate they hate Sydney Sweeney. They hate her. Any woman that's attractive, they hate. Because they can't do that. They can't just take their top off and become a millionaire. They can't do it. Nobody cares. Nobody gives a shit. Nobody's paying $5.99 to see it. So then you got to be like, oh, maybe they'll pay $5.99. I'll fuck 1,000 guys. Like, Jesus, bitch, just get a job. There's no shame in getting a job, bitch. Jesus. Good Lord. People don't want to work. Sad. I don't have a base design. I'll probably just wing it. Who cares? Oh, God. I don't even have a base. I ain't even been playing. If you pay for Bonnie Blue anything a month, you're a fucking weirdo. Nothing impressive about it. I mean, if you're going to watch porn, there's better porn to watch. There's got to be better OnlyFans, too. I guarantee there are. So I question, what are you doing? Bad enough you're paying for OnlyFans. But then I find out it's Bonnie Blue OnlyFans. Like, what? Huh? You're like, I just had to see it, man. I had like, what? Had to see what? I wish I could talk to a guy that was into Bonnie Blue. Like, I want him to tell me, like, what is it about Bonnie Blue you're just so fucking fascinated by? You're paying $5 a month. That one girl's probably like, man, I shouldn't even rub my pussy. I shouldn't even done that. I should have just showed my tits or something. Like, that's the dilemma. Being a hot girl, you're like, should I rub my... No, I shouldn't rub... No, I won't show my pussy. I'll just show my tits, yeah. Then you make a bunch of money showing your tits. You're like, wow, I made so much money. Well, maybe I could make even double if I showed my pussy. Maybe I'll just show it. Just show the pussy. Maybe I'll just show it. I won't touch it, though. That's what these women are thinking about all day. That's their career. That's their business. Like, should I show my pussy? I say no. This is why there used to be pimps. All this is just, they used to have pimps. They used to have a guy that would manage them. And there was a reason for that. Guys got some sense. A guy would be like, no, don't show the pussy. Keep that pussy wrapped up. We're making a lot of money off the titties. We're gonna make as much off the titties as we can. And then when we ain't making a lot of money off titties no more, then we'll pull the pussy out. They don't want to pull the pussy out too early. Some of these women get on there, they're on there fucking having anal sex. The first what is going on? That's a bad business move. That's what that one girl was trying to tell her. Like, I didn't have to fuck 1,000 guys, make 70 million. You're bad business. You don't even know what you're doing. She's right. You don't know what you're doing. You need to get a job. You don't even know what you're doing. The hell are you doing? I'm gonna put myself in a box and let go. Like, what in the world are you doing? Get a job. Who's the guy jerking off to that too? He's like, yeah, the new video, Bonnie Blue in the box. And random guys walk up and touch her. Oh man. I paid $5.99 to see it. How much was the OnlyFans? They're not all $5.99. It varies, right? Bonnie Blue got no business charging anything. What is going on? What is happening? See, Sydney Sweeney could have done that. She could have made it OnlyFans, made $70 million, but instead she had something called dignity. She said, I'll take my top off in a hit television show, like a sophisticated person. Like a star, not some fucking slut, OnlyFans whore. Would have been easy just to make an OnlyFans, rub your pussy. That's what I'm saying. Would have been so easy just to say, hey, fuck it. Fuck being in a TV show. Fuck being in movies and commercials. I'm going to rub my pussy. And would have had a great career rubbing her pussy. Like, would have been very successful. But instead said, nah. I'll be an actress instead. I'll win an Oscar. It's to be respected, I think. It's like when you see a hot girl working at McDonald's, you're like, you gotta respect it. You don't have to be here. You really don't have to be here. But you've chosen to be here. You could be on OnlyFans. You could be married. But you're here. For some reason, I don't know why you're here. I don't know why you're here, but I guess. Like, if I was you, I don't know if I'd be here. Maybe I'd be on OnlyFans. Maybe I'd say, hell, why go to McDonald's and work? Hell, I'll fucking just pull my tits out. Fuck it. There's probably so many girls with OnlyFans that don't, they don't make anything. It's weird, It's a weird thing. Or maybe they make a couple hundred a month. They put it on Facebook, all the guys from high school sub to it. How do you promote it, I guess that's how you would promote it. In the local community. Got to promote it locally. Put it on the Facebook. Like, you put it on the back of your car. I seen screenshots. Some girls put it on the back of their car. That's kind of smart, too, if you think about it. I think you need to walk around with a t-shirt on. Like, if you're really hot, you got a t-shirt with the link on it. You just walk around all day. I bet you there'll be a lot of guys that'll they'll load that up on the phone. I bet you make some money. See how easy it is? So when you see one working at Arby's, show some respect. You don't have to work at Arby's. She could fuck 1,000 guys and film it. Like everybody else is doing. Amazing. World War III, God, enough. Every couple of months, you all pretend World War III is starting. It never does. Just shut up. God, shut up. Shut up about all of it. I thought something big was going to happen tonight. Ain't nothing happening. Go to bed. Oh my God, Smokey. Tonight's the night. Oh, God. Oh, Trump's going in. Oh, God. Then go in already. Fuck it. Go right to the Oval Office and give an address and say, you're going. You're getting drafted. You're fighting for Israel, boy. You see that Dave Smith? He was like, Trump should be impeached. Like, what? These people are goofy. People are goofy. People wonder why, like, nothing ever gets done, nothing ever changes, because they're goofy, because they got no spine. That's what it is. They're just like, nope, I give up. I was wrong. Everybody's yelling at me. I was wrong. Grow a set of balls, you pussy. Everyone's yelling at me. You guys were right. I was wrong. And then like a week later, you'll look stupid as fuck. Nothing will happen. Iran will make a deal, because what choice do they fucking have? What, are they going to fight America? They ain't even going to be able to fight Israel, man. Get a grip. You seen Vladimir Putin was like, I'm not helping you. He was like, you should make a deal with Trump. That's what he told that motherfucker. They were like, oh my God, Russia's going to side with Iran. And, oh, they got a deal. Putin signed a deal. These deals don't mean nothing, man. Don't you understand? A deal don't mean anything if you can't enforce the deal. What's Iran going to do to Russia? What the fuck they going to do? Nothing. Vladimir Putin ain't going to be bullied into sending troops in or something to help Iran. Nah, he going to tell that motherfucker, hey, man, go ahead and make a deal, bro. Yeah, you need to make a deal, bro, because I'm not coming to help. So, yeah, that's my advice. I know we got an alliance, and I'm giving you, as an ally, I'm telling you, you need to chill the fuck out. Because I'm not jumping in this. I got to fight the Ukraine, man. I'm going to fucking help you. I mean, you people live in a fantasy world. Like, you live in a fantasy world where you think Vladimir Putin's going to be like, yeah, let's go to war with America. Fuck it. Like, he's a fucking retard. Like, he's just a dummy. Vladimir Putin's not a dummy. He's not a cartoon character from a movie. He's a former KGB agent. He's not a fucking retard, okay? He's not unstable. He's not a madman. Get a grip, bro. He don't want to have war with America. Because that's insane. You understand? It's insane. Everyone thinks Russia and China is just ready to go to war with America right now. Let's just go right now. They don't want to have no damn war with America. And Trump don't want to have no war. Israel said they got something big planned, though. End of the week, they said they was going to do some crazy shit. They said they was going to do something that makes that beeper shit look like nothing. Look like child's play. They got something big planned for Thursday. The guy said on Thursday they got something. He just said it. I can't remember who he was, but I think he works for the government. He said, we got something planned for Thursday. Like, damn, he's going to tell them, huh? We're going to fuck them up real bad on Thursday, and there's really nothing they can do about it because we've been planning it for months and years, and we're so goddamn sneaky because we're Jews, and we're so sneaky and crafty, and we got something big coming for them. Something real big. Like, what? Ain't no telling what they going to do. Don't mess with the Jews, man. They run the world. These people make me laugh. They're like, the Jews run the world. Well, then, why you think Trump's going to stop them? Should have known better. Trump can't stop them. Nobody. They run the world. Stand by your bullshit rhetoric and your conspiracy theories. If you believe all that, then, shouldn't even be shocked. Israel's going to do it at once. Nobody's going to do nothing to them. They run the world. That's what you say. And yet Trump's not jumping in. They want Trump to jump in. They trying so hard to get Trump to like attack Iran. That dude was like, they tried to kill Trump. Those 2 assassination ships. That was Iran. Like, damn, he's trying hard, bro. Trump's not falling for it, though. That doesn't mean he's going to let him get a nuclear weapon, though. He's been very clear about that. I mean, there's tweets going back to, like, 2011 where he's talking about it. So it's not shocking. I don't think he want Iran to have nuclear weapons anyway. I don't think that's a good thing for anybody. I think they're going for regime change, though. I think Israel's going to go all in. I think they're going all in. Don't think Trump wants to get involved, though. What you got to worry about is some type of false flag or something happening. They blame Iran or whatever the fuck. Or Iran, like, kills some troops or something that are over there. Then everything's going to change. That's what you got to worry about with that. But you ain't got to worry about Trump being like, yeah, I want to go in. He don't want to go in. He ain't trying to go in. All I heard all day yesterday was him going, no, we're not going in. Pete Hegseth was like, no, we're in a defensive position. That's it. We're just, we're going to defend our people. We're going to defend our shit. But we're not directly involved. And then liberals and retard fake Trump supporters, every time the liberal media says something, the fake Trump supporters go, oh my God, it's over. It's over. We should have voted Kamala Harris. Yeah, that would have solved everything. Kamala Harris. Good Lord. You know who I wish was the president right now in this time of crisis? Kamala fucking Harris. Yeah, boy. That would really be reassuring. That's so much better than Trump being in there. Dave Smith's like, I regret voting for Trump. So you wish Kamala Harris was the president right now? Oh, Lord. She'd solve it. She'd get everything solved. She'd bring peace. Good Lord. So Kamala Harris is the president. You still have the war because Israel's still going to do what it does. And the border's wide open. They're not deporting anybody. Oh, man, it sounds so much better. Like, y'all need to get a grip. Y'all need to quit panicking about everything all the time, too. Trump actually not even... He retweeted some shit. Laura Loomer was having a heart attack. Laura Loomer was like, give me all the names of the people that are worried about Trump starting a war with Iran. And then some woman replied and was like, people are concerned, they have a right to be. They just want peace. And Trump retweeted that. Trump realizes that you don't want to go to war. You're not retarded. He don't want to go to war either. I mean, you voted for this guy to be the president, and it's like you all got no faith in him at all. And I do. That's why I voted for him. So I'm not panicking like a fucking baby about everything. If you guys are going to act like this, then I really need you to ask yourself, why did you vote for Trump in the first place? It doesn't even make sense. You have no faith in the guy whatsoever. You're just like, no, he ain't going to get nothing done. You're not even a year into the presidency, and you've completely given up. Because the liberals told you a bunch of shit. You just believe it. You believe it. They spend the whole day telling you, no, we're not attacking Iran. No, we're not doing it. And you just, for whatever reason, you're like, Trump's going to do it. Motherfucker spent the whole day telling you. You spent the whole day telling you you're not doing it. Like, let Israel do it. That's what Trump's doing. Like, Trump is letting Israel do it. He's not doing it. He let them do it. They want to do it, then do it again. That's what he told Iran. He's like, you should have made a deal. And he's like, I still want to make a deal, but you got to come talk to me. Let's make a deal. I can stop all this. We can get all this stopped. But I can't do nothing right now because you won't make a deal. And you can't have a nuke. You're not getting a nuke. Sorry, we're not letting you have a nuke. So you need to make a deal here, or I'm just going to let Israel off the leash. Trump's not going to do nothing to stop it because, he wants them to make a deal. And they won't. So, fine, we'll kill a bunch of you. And then maybe the new people will make a deal. Maybe they'll be more inclined to make a deal once we kill the rest of these motherfuckers. It is what it is. But America's not doing it. Israel's doing it. And he's making it clear. If you attack us, then we're going to fuck you up. But we're not involved. So don't attack us. That's the worst thing you could do. You want to attack Israel? That's fine. It is what it is. It's a war. How can this not be clear to you people? You live in your own head. You live in the fucking delusion all day like the liberals. You getting as bad as the liberals. The fake Trump supporters. They're wishing Kamala Harris was president right now. They can't explain to you why that's a better alternative, but man, oh my goodness. Kamala Harris. She would solve it. She's a real leader. Oh, Trump's going to draft us. He's going to send. They're not sending troops. You fucking retard. Ain't no troops going to Iran. Y'all think Iran's like some real powerful motherfuckers, huh? They're not. Trust me, they will make a deal now. They will have to make a deal. There was reports today that they're already trying to make a fucking deal. They can't fight They can't fight Israel. They damn sure ain't gonna fight America. Get a grip. Quit letting the media wrap y'all up, get y'all fucking scared of nothing. Every couple of months, social media pretends World War III is about to begin. It never begins. It's not going to begin. I don't know. Maybe Israel's got something big planned on Thursday. They said they did. I wonder what it is. Crazier than the pager thing? I wonder what that could be. What if they just nuked Iran? I know y'all hate Israel, but Iran's not like the good guys or something. Like, how about just let them fight and stay the fuck out of it? Is that so hard to do? Is it so hard to, two countries go to war with each other and we just stay the fuck out of it? Stay out of it. Let them fight. Let them battle. And when they want to make peace, then, Trump can, he can be the middleman. Sometimes you just got to let them fight and say, hey, man, when y'all ready to make peace, I'll be here. But I got other things to do. I can't just sit here and fucking beg you motherfuckers to stop fighting. That's what he's doing with Ukraine and them. It's like, all right, y'all want to fight? Then fine, fight. I mean, fuck. Call me when you're ready to make peace. Until then, shit, leave me the fuck alone. Quit coming over here in your little sweater vest and begging for money, man. They're just going to fund endless war. Just fund it till the end of time. Fund your own damn war. But then Trump tries to cut the funding, and then the retards are like, he's just letting them die. He's just letting them die. Oh, he's not protecting them all. Well, God, if you keep giving them weapons and money, then they're just going to keep fighting endlessly. There's no reason for them to go, all right, fine, let's make a deal. Let's try to make a peace deal here. No, just endlessly fight to the end of time. Let them fight. These wars would end a lot quicker if we'd stay the fuck out of it and quit funding one side or both sides or whatever. But get out of it. No, we got to be involved, though. I heard they want Trump to drop a bunker buster bomb and destroy this underground nuclear facility. And they're trying to get Trump to drop it. Only America has it, apparently. Israel don't have them. Interesting. I thought Israel runs the world. They don't have bunker buster bombs. Interesting. So they're begging Trump to drop it. Remember when Trump killed that general and you all said World War III was going to start and it didn't happen? And it's one of the most badass moments of Trump's presidency. And none of the bad stuff happened, y'all claimed. Why don't y'all just have a little faith in Trump? How many times this guy got to win before y'all stop doubting the motherfucker? It's the weirdest shit. You're not getting drafted. You're going to be okay. You have 0% chance of Donald Trump drafting you to Iran. I promise you, Trump ain't even thinking about sending troops to fucking fight these wars. But maybe he drops that bunker buster on the facility. I mean, he might do that. Just like he drone struck that fucking general. But if you think Iran wants to have an all-out war with America, I just think you're a little delusional. Just don't think they want that. I think they could drop that bunker buster and blow it up, and I don't think Iran would do a fucking thing to America. I don't think they'd do a damn thing about it. Just like they didn't do nothing about that general. They can't do nothing about it. Because once you get in an all-out war with America, start killing American troops or bombing our bases or something, then all bets are off. Then all bets are off. Like, Trump has to just fucking, he has to respond. And you can have Dave Smith all over Twitter crying. It's not going to matter. Any sane, rational person is going to say Trump has to respond to that. And Iran knows that. They don't want that. I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, some of you wanted to go to war with Russia. You were like, let's go to war with Russia. And now you're scared to go to war with Iran? Hello? Russia would be a lot worse. Like, Iran's really in a bad position now. I mean, they are really fucked. That's why they want help. You know, they want somebody to join forces with them. And it ain't going to be Russia. I don't think anybody's coming to the defense of Iran. Don't have money to get PSVR. If I did, I'd buy it. But I don't. It's about time for bed. About that time. Scammed who out of Fortnite? Nobody paid me to play Fortnite. One guy asked me if I wanted to play. He never texted me, so I don't know. Never got on. Play another day. I wasn't even going to stream anything. Just going to play a couple games with him. Probably went home, went to bed. I didn't see that parade, but I'm sure it was fine. Scammed who? This had nothing to do with the stream. This wasn't some guy off the stream or anything. What are you talking about? A guy in real life asked me if I play Fortnite. I said, yeah. Then he said, I'll text you after work. I said, all right. Never did, though. Ricky Perez was begging for me to play, but hell, I asked him to play the other night. He didn't get on. He was too busy thinking about a man's booty. Liberals crying about spending like $40 million for a parade for the Army's birthday for the soldiers and shit. Like, y'all are fucking dorks, man. Like, shut up. Lord. All the bullshit money you waste on stupid bullshit. You know, something to say about that. It's like Jesse said, I'd rather my money be spent on that than fucking LGBT or some stupid shit. Or some illegal alien welfare or something. Quack. And they've been planning that parade since 2023. It had nothing to do with Trump. I love how they just make everything about Trump. I knew they were going to do that, but God is the dumbest shit. Like, everything's about Trump. Even things that really have nothing to do with Trump. They're like, well, he's there. Well, yeah, he's the president. It's the 250th birthday of the Army. You don't think the president's going to be there? Like Obama would be there, Biden would be there, like. And if our former presidents had any respect for the Army, they would have been there. They all would have been there. It should have been a real big event with former presidents and shit there, but they don't have respect for the Army. They don't have respect for the soldiers. They don't give a shit. They made it about Trump. And a lot of them probably boycotted it and refused to go because they made it about Trump. These are the people that say, put the country first. Country above party and all this shit, but they don't believe that. If they did, you'd have seen Obama there, you'd have seen Clinton there, you'd have seen Bush there. All the presidents would have been there lined up. It would have been a big deal. If they actually cared about the soldiers, but they don't. And that's why the military likes Trump. Of course, some people are gonna mention it's his birthday. It just happens to be his birthday too. What's the big deal? Like, you can't mention it. Honestly, we should have made it about Trump's birthday. We should have told liberals to go fuck themselves. They should have had a cake and everything. My day off. I'm gonna sleep. No, they didn't have a fucking military parade for Trump's birthday that they planned for 2 years when they didn't even know he was going to be president. Like, good God, get a grip, people. Like, once you find out they've been planning it for 2 years, that should be the end of it. You should just shut the fuck up about that. You should just go, oh, I guess I was wrong. But they just keep on. Like, you're clearly wrong, guy. Clearly, it's not about Trump. So why push that narrative? Like, why keep saying that over and over like it's some type of gotcha? Like, I can't believe you support this, you support them holding a parade for Trump's birthday. Like, they're not doing that for Trump's. It's not what's happening. But I have to condemn it. I have to denounce it. This fantasy in their head. Like, I wish they would have held a separate parade for his birthday, quite frankly. And we could have had two. I love how it's like no King's Day, like don't idolize a president, and then at the same time they're like, this is Obama Appreciation Day. Like, okay, no irony there. You can idolize Obama, but not Trump. I mean, if Obama could seriously run for a third term, they'd be all for it. But then when people say they want Trump to run for a third term, oh my God, that's so. How could you want that? Oh my so. Oh God, un-American, unconstitutional. But they would want Obama to do it. If they felt there was a serious way for Obama to run again, they'd 100% go for it. You can't be mad at Trump people for wanting the same thing. At least Trump people are honest about it instead of bullshitting. And then they're like, well, if you run Trump again, we're going to run Obama. Well, I thought you're against presidents running for a third term. Stand by your principles. Run somebody else. And shouldn't that be part of your campaign? Like we're running somebody that we're not playing that game. We're sticking to the American Constitution. And it says you can't have a third term. So fuck this guy. And you vote for this guy so he doesn't get a third term. Shouldn't that be your rallying cry? No, they're just like, no, we'll run Obama. No. And do it. Why not? Be exciting. Obama and Trump can finally go at it one-on-one. And then we'll know once and for all who will win. Although I think Trump will be just too damn old. Obama's a lot younger. That'll be the advantage. That'll put Obama over the edge. Unless Trump just had an amazing 4 years. It was just incredible. All the wars were ended. The economy was good. They deported millions of illegals. You see, he reversed that thing about letting the farmers and the hotels keep the illegals. He reversed that. He's not going to do that now. They got to get deported. They're going home. I told you. Trump listens. So instead of being a fucking bitch and saying, oh, fuck Trump, I'm done with Trump, instead of acting like a baby, you could just tell Trump that you don't like it, and he'll say, okay, well, then we won't do that then. It's really that easy. But you, like the liberals, are caught up in a narrative. You're caught up in a fantasy about Trump. It's not real. And you won't realize it until Trump's gone, until he's long gone. And you won't realize what you had. And you'll never get it again. You already wasted the first term. Don't wait. You wasted the first term letting liberals dictate everything and fucking get you all emotional. Are you going to waste the second one doing this? You're not. You're coming up on 6 months in here. Really, you really need to check yourself, reevaluate. Are you going to spend the next 4 years hyperventilating because liberals tell you to and lie to you? Or you're going to finally wise up and just trust Trump knows what he's doing and let him do his job. He can't do his goddamn job if everybody cry. If you cry over... See, when you cry over real shit, he listens. But when you cry over this fake liberal horse shit, oh, there's going to be a war. They're going to start a war with Iran. No, they're not. Trump's not starting a war with fucking Iran. Get a grip. If liberals are telling you it's going to happen, 9 times out of 10, it ain't happening. It ain't going to happen. And there's nothing you can do about Israel. The Jews are going to do their thing. They're sneaky, they're crafty, and they're going to do their thing. So you're just going to have to let them do it. Nothing you can do about it. You can't mess with the Jews. What's Trump going to do to the Jews? Nobody has been able to stop the Jews. Hitler tried, and look what happened to him. The Jews can't be stopped. And the Jews learned their lesson about Hitler. They were like, we got to get more powerful. So they got stronger. Now they got nuclear weapons. They're not fucking with you. You can't stop them. You can't control them. That's what Trump said. He's like, Netanyahu's crazy. I can't fucking... You gotta call me. You gotta call me. We gotta make a deal. I'm telling you, this dude's crazy. He's gonna fuck you up. He's like, evacuate now. This guy's crazy. He's right. He's trying to tell you, he's like, I'm not gonna do nothing unless you fuck with me. Now, if you fuck with me and fuck with our troops, then I have to do something to you. But as long as you leave me alone, I'm not doing nothing. But this guy's crazy, and I can't stop him. I can't control this guy. He's fucking nuts. So you really do have to call me. Do y'all not read the tweets or what? Y'all just too busy. You just listen to liberals. You listen to what Kyle Kalinske tells you about it. You can just go read his tweets. Called Netanyahu fucking crazy. And he's begging Iran to call him. He's like, please, for the love of God, make a deal here. You're going to get fucked up. Make a deal. I'm not going to fuck you up, but he is. He's going to fuck you up. He wanted to kill the leader of Iran, and Trump was like, no. That's what the report is. Trump was like, nah, we can't do that. You can't do that. Netanyahu wants to go all in and completely change the regime of Iran. Kill the leader, everything. And Trump's like, that's too far. Let's not do that. But there's only so much Trump can do. This guy's crazy. That's what he's saying. This guy's not going to listen. He's just fucking crazy. That's what he said about Putin, too. He's like, Putin's gone fucking crazy. He's like, he won't stop. And Lazinski won't shut the fuck up. I mean, it's just a mess. The whole thing's a mess. And how's that not true? People love giving Trump shit, but it's like, I read his tweets. I'm like, what is not true about what he said? These people are fucking nuts. They want to fight and kill each other out of their fucking minds. And then every tweet, he's like, please call me and let's make a deal. Let's end this killing. This is crazy. And they won't stop. What do you want him to do? Nuke them? I mean, what do you want? You want him to send the military in to make them stop? Like, we can make them stop. You realize that, right? If you really want to make them stop, we have the power to make them actually stop. But we have to send troops and fighter jets and all kinds of shit and tanks and shit. And we have to assert military force in the area and hope that these motherfuckers will stop when we show up instead of just starting to fight us too. But Trump's not going to do all that. He's not going to use that power. So all he can do is run his mouth. And maybe I'll put a sanction on you or something like that. Maybe I won't send money or whatever. But at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. Lazinski was bragging about, I did this big operation and Trump didn't even know about it. He was bragging about doing shit without America's help at all. Does that sound like a guy that's ready to make peace? No, he wants to fight. Putin wants to fight. They're going to fight. Israel wants to fight Iran. Iran's like, fuck you. So they're going to fight. And all Trump is saying is, when you guys are done fighting, let's make a deal. I'm here. Let's call me. Let's make a deal. Now, with that said, leave me. Don't fuck with me. You fuck with me, I'm fucking you up. But other than that, I mean, shit. You people are fucking nuts. I don't know what y'all want. I don't know what more he can do here. And then he's like, they need to evacuate now. And he's like, oh my God, Trump, he's going to bomb them. Like, why did you all think, how do you read that tweet and think he's going to bomb them? He's literally telling the citizens to get the fuck out because Israel's out of their fucking minds. He told you Netanyahu's crazy. He said that. He said Netanyahu's crazy. And then he tells the people of Iran, get the fuck out of there. That fucking, because your leadership is fucking nuts and Israel's fucking nuts. Get out of there because they're going to keep fighting and there's going to be more bombings because these motherfuckers won't make peace. That's what he's telling them. He's not telling them, I'm going to bomb you. He didn't say that. He said, evacuate the area. There is a war going on. These motherfuckers are at war. Get out of there. They're not going to stop. That's what Trump's telling you. Like, they're not stopping. They're coming with more shit. And they're bombing Israel. They're hitting Israel with missiles and shit. And Trump is not, like, jumping in. Yeah, they're shooting missiles out of the sky, but they're not jumping in and, like, bombing Iran back and saying, you can't attack Israel. I just don't get the fear-monger that, oh, my God, Trump is selling us out. He's jumping in. Like, what are you talking? What? Not from where I'm sitting here. What am I missing here? Not seeing it. I mean, I get y'all think Trump's like a mythical figure and he can just wave his finger and no world leader will do anything, but that's not reality, man. That wasn't what it was like in the first term either. So why would it be like that in the second term? No, world leaders are going to do things. They're going to attack other... That's going to happen. Welcome to reality. And if you're not going to use military force to prevent it, to like really like put a stop to it, and Trump's not going to do that. I think people know that. I think people know Trump don't want to start a war or whatever. He's not going to stop Israel. Like, he's not going to do anything to them. He's not going to bomb them. He's not bombing Iran. Why can't we just stay out of it? Why can't we just not be involved? Why can't these two countries fight each other and we just stay the fuck out of it? No, we have to get involved. We have to yell at Israel. We have to yell at Iran. No, we just stay out of it. Let them fight. Let it go. You knew it was coming. Let it go. Let them fight. Let Israel deal with it. Netanyahu is begging for Trump to get in there. Begging, please. No, you started it. You finish it then. It's your shit. It's your war. You want it so bad. Fight it. We're not fighting it for you. Trump knows if he starts fighting this war that people ain't gonna like it. He ain't fucking stupid. He has said nothing about joining this war. He spent the whole day saying the opposite. And I don't know where y'all got some fancy. You must be watching MSNBC or something. I don't know what news station you're watching, but turn it off. Turn it off. Just like the stock market was going to collapse. We're going to be in a recession. The stock market's going to collapse with all the tariffs. And none of that happened either. Stop fear-mongering about everything. Have some faith in Trump. Grown man went and voted for a guy. You have no faith in him whatsoever. None. Everything he does, you go, nope, that's a bad idea. Well, if you think this guy just makes nothing but bad ideas and bad decisions, why did you vote for this guy? I really don't understand that. How'd you vote for him? Because everything he's doing, he said he was going to do it every rally he did. So you knew he was going to do this stuff. And then when he starts doing it, Trump has made it clear his whole life that Iran can't have a nuclear weapon. So this shouldn't shock you either. He drone struck that general. I don't know why you're shocked about this hard stance on Iran. He's always had it. And you're shocked by it. You voted for it. You voted for tariffs. You voted for ICE raids, deportation. Trump never once said he's going to go easy on Iran. He killed the general. Never said he's going to go easy on him. And then you're on Twitter going, oh, I've been betrayed. I've been played. There's something about the people these days, they want to be played. It's like, I don't know what it is. They get off on it, I guess. They want to be played. I'm a victim. I got played. I voted for this guy and he played me. He sold me out. You ain't been sold out. You ain't got played. Trust me, when David Pakman's telling you got played by Trump, you can rest assured you have not been played. When Faggot Harry is going, you got played, you know you have not been played. If Trump was selling you out, then the liberals wouldn't be crying all day. Acting like the sky is falling, like Trump's just beating the shit out of them. You're like, he's not deporting enough people. Well, the liberals seem to think he is. The liberals are hyperventilating every day about it. While you're saying it's just not enough. For them, it's too goddamn much. You're going in, you're deporting. You're raiding fucking meat packing plants and deporting half the workers. This is crazy. 1 million people, they say 1 million people self-deported through that app. And if that's true, and maybe that's bullshit, I don't know. But if that's true, then Trump he's deported, got a lot of people to leave. As you've been sitting here for weeks going, Obama deported more. Yeah, how many did Obama let come over the border? Biden deported more. Yeah, how many came over the border when Biden was president? You forgetting that? As you're crying that not enough have been deported so far, are you forgetting all the ones that are not getting in? What about all them? That don't matter. That don't count. Kamala Harris would have secured that border. Hey, how many would Kamala Harris have deported? Would Kamala Harris be raiding meatpacking places and deporting all the illegals? By the way, they deported half the workforce of this meatpacking place. And then the next day, the whole fucking building was full of people applying for jobs. A bunch of people went down there and applied because they had 60-something openings. Wow, imagine that. American citizens will work these jobs when they're available and they're not filled with illegals. Imagine that. Wow. Shocking. Imagine if we did that to every industry in the country. Deported every single one of them. Imagine the job opportunities would open up. For all these fucking people that can't get a job, can't get a decent job. You know, when I was growing up, hell, working at a meat packing place, that was a good-ass job. Now they're just full of... Now illegals do these jobs. That's why you don't really hear about them anymore. They're not available to you. They're available to the illegal. The illegal takes the good meat packing job. And gets all the hours, gets the overtime. And then they deport them all, and then, oh, wow, American citizens are ready to fill the positions. Shocking. That's shocking. I thought they didn't want to do these jobs. I mean, we got American citizens that are garbage men. They work in sewers. This idea that Americans won't pick a strawberry or work in a meatpacking place is retarded. And if you believe it, you're retarded. If you believe that if we actually deported all the illegals, like our economy would collapse or something, you are stupid. Hope you know that. You're fucking dumb. And the only reason you believe that is you bought into some fucking propaganda. You read some article from an economic expert. I'm an economist. An expert. I have a degree. Oh. I have a degree in economics from Harvard. Oh, you're special. You're special. Yeah, and if you deport all these illegals, the earth will explode. Oh, we can't have the earth explode. You're right. Keep them here. God, the earth will explode. The stock market will crash. The economy will collapse. The food, the grocery stores, the shelves will be empty. There won't be no food. There won't be nothing there. If we deport all the illegals, who will pack the meat? Oh. I mean, there's a lobby full of people applying for the job. I think we're going to be all right. No. Oh my God. Hector had a family. He built a whole life here. He's been here for 30 years. Yeah, but 30 years ago, he hopped over the border to get here. And it's caught up to him finally. His crime has caught up to him. Reality is here. Like, he tried to take the easy way. Like, it's too good to be true, you know? Like, you think you could just hop the border and live and die in America and live an amazing life and everything. You thought wrong. Too good to be true. And it lasted for 30 years, and you probably thought, man, I got away with it. Nope. You didn't get away with nothing. You're going home. And there's justice in that. Like, there's some justice. Get him out of here. He came over here, started a whole business. He got a big old house, a whole family. What the fuck? He stole the American dream from somebody else. He did. He stole it from some legal alien that's sitting on a waiting list to get in here. Or some other American guy who he could have got a job at that meat packing place and you know, had a career there. Could have been a manager there. Could have had a nice life, but the illegal stole it from him. Stole that life. And so he got depressed and did fentanyl, and now he sleeps on the sidewalk in a tent. All because that illegal hopped the border and stole it. Took it. Took the dream. It wasn't his. He wasn't entitled to it. No matter how many times Junie says he was. He wasn't entitled to it. Because he wasn't an American. He wanted an American life, so he stole it. And there's only so many spots. Don't you understand? There's only so many spots. 67 people working at that meat packing place. 67 jobs stolen from American citizens. 67 American motherfuckers with no job, no hope, no money, struggling. And then Trump comes along and deports, and then 67 positions open. 67 motherfuckers got a job now. 67 motherfuckers got some money. 67 motherfuckers got a little hope now. And all you can do is cry like a bitch about Iran or whatever. Shut the fuck up. I tell you, that all the people that were giving me so much shit during the primary for supporting DeSantis have turned out to be the biggest fake Trump supporters I've ever seen in my life. It's weird, every single one of them. They all doubt Trump now. All they do is talk shit about him all day. Hilarious. Hilarious. I've learned my lesson. When you doubt Trump, you look stupid in time. In hindsight, you look dumb. People remember. If they think back and go, like, think back a few months ago, what were you crying about? Tariffs. The economy's going to collapse. My precious stocks. Trump has ruined everything. My life is over. Now, you don't even talk about stocks anymore. Nobody cares. You know, everything's fine. You didn't lose no money. You're fucking fine. Your retirement's fine. Everything's fine. And then people want to forget that. They want to move on. Now they're doubting Trump about Iran. And they're doubting this and they're doubting that. And you'll look dumb about all that too. How many times do you got to be made a fool of by Donald Trump before you knock it off? I've learned my lesson. I said Trump couldn't win. He won. I was wrong. When you doubt Trump, you're going to look like a fool. You'll see. You know how dumb you're going to look next year? This next summer, you're going to look dumb. And I'll be here to talk about it. I'll be here to remind you. Remember last summer, World War III, the economy was going to collapse. Remember all that? None of that happened, huh? You was hyperventilating and shit. You were shit talking Trump about nothing. What happened to that loyalty I kept hearing about? Where's your loyalty? Voted for a guy and have no faith in him whatsoever. It's crazy. Won't even give him a chance. Won't even give him a year. I mean, Biden fucked everything up. Biden was giving money to Iran. Why do you think Iran? Obama gave money to Iran. Biden gave money to Iran. They build them up. And then a Republican gets in, don't give them nothing. Then they lose a bunch of power. And then here come the Democrats. Here's a bunch of money. Let's build you back up. And then you get a bunch of terrorist attacks and you get a bunch of chaos and shit. And then Democrats get voted out and you get more chaos. And then it's somehow it's Republicans' fault. Somehow it's Trump's fault. That's what Trump's trying to explain to you when he says you wouldn't have had October 7th because Iran wouldn't have had no damn money to fund it. Iran funds all those little groups and shit over there, do all that shit. Hezbollah and all that bullshit. Remember how ISIS was a big thing when Obama was president and then Trump came along and you didn't really hear about him anymore because he killed them all. And more importantly, he stopped giving them money. Our government was giving them money. They were funding ISIS. And Trump was like, no more of that. Like, you probably should let Trump run for a third term just for the stability. Because if you can keep Trump in there long enough, maybe you can have some stability. But you put these Democrats in, and you get nothing but chaos. And then Trump gets in, and you expect all the chaos to be cleaned up in a matter of months. 4 years of chaos. 4 years of a president just fucking everything up. And you think with a snap of the finger, and I know Trump told you he could snap his fingers, but you're a grown-ass man. You're a grown fucking man. You know that no man can snap his fingers and just fix everything. But you still voted for him anyway. So when you sit there and say, well, he said he could do this, and he said he could do... Well, you know he couldn't snap his fingers and just make that war end with a snap of the fingers. These are complicated situations. It's going to take some time. It's not going to be easy. The economy didn't get fucked up overnight. It's not going to get fixed overnight either. These wars didn't start overnight. These conflicts, all this hatred over there. It's been going on for decades. So it's going to take some time to get these people to stop killing each other. They hate each other with a passion. They can't stand each other. They want to fight. They have a bloodlust for each other, and they want to fuck each other up. But you're a grown man, so you voted for Trump, so you trusted. You knew he couldn't snap his fingers, but you trusted that he could get it done. So have a little faith in your vote. Or maybe don't vote. I didn't vote for a guy to question every move he makes, especially about things I don't really understand on a level that he understands them. What do I understand about these foreign conflicts the way Trump does? Trump's been talking about these things for decades on TV. Tons of interviews you can go watch where he talks about all these things. Trump's clearly knowledgeable on these things. He's been talking about Iran for fucking 30-some years. You can go back to interviews with Larry King from the 90s where he's talking about China and he's talking about Iran. He's talking about trade deals and tariffs and all kinds of shit. And illegal aliens and things like this. To pretend I know more than him about these things, it's just pathetic. Humble yourself a little bit. That's liberals' problems. They think they're so smart. They think they know more than Trump. They don't know more about these goddamn things. First of all, he's a fucking president. He has access to information you don't. That's number one. Do you have trust in Trump or not? Do you trust him or not? If you don't, why'd you vote for him? Why'd you vote for a guy you don't trust? You're like, he's compromised by the Jews. Well, you voted for him. He's always supported Israel, so this isn't no mystery. In what world do you live in where Trump didn't support Israel? He supported Israel the whole first term. But Netanyahu clearly wants Trump to join this war, and he's not. So clearly he's not controlled by Netanyahu. So maybe you can leave that fantasy behind too. Because Netanyahu wants Trump to attack Iran. Now, if Trump actually attacks Iran, then I guess he is controlled by Netanyahu, ain't he? Then you can say that. But you jump the gun too much. You all jump the gun too much. You're getting as bad as the liberals with that jumping the gun. And you're going to look stupid. I'm telling you, Trump ain't selling you out. You're going to look stupid. But he might drop a bunker buster on that underground facility. I think that might happen. That does seem like something he would do. And then really what you got to worry about is how does Iran respond? And Iran would have to be pretty crazy to attack America. It's just, I don't know. I think Trump maybe thinks, well, I can't, I killed that general and they didn't do nothing, so maybe I can drop this bunker buster on this thing, blow this up, and that way they don't get a nuke, and, nothing's really going to happen. But it's a gamble. It's just like drone striking that general. It's a gamble. But I'm going to trust Trump's judgment because I voted for the guy to be the president. I'm not the president. I didn't vote for a guy that I had no confidence in. Maybe you did, but I didn't do that. I had two choices, and I voted for the person that I had more confidence in, that I felt like was better equipped to handle, certainly foreign policy, for the love of God. Yeah, that's who I want right now as my president, Kamala Harris, during this chaos. I want Kamala Harris. Fuck no. What's she gonna do? Laugh? Cackle? Like, Trump's not perfect, but I need you to remember your alternative was, you had two choices here. So while you're whining like a baby about everything, acting like, oh my God, the sky's falling. Okay, would you rather have Kamala Harris? There is no other choice that you would have had. So I keep trying to explain to you, idiots, you've already won. Trump's the president. Kamala Harris isn't. That's a victory. If that's the only victory you get, that's a good enough victory. Maybe one day you'll realize that. Maybe one day you'll look back at the damage Joe Biden caused and you'll realize 4 more years of that would have been a disaster. As I said, if Trump is just nothing more than putting a tourniquet on and stopping the bleeding, that's a victory. Prices are already going down. I see it every day. But if they weren't going down and they just stayed where they were and they didn't go up, that's a victory. We've cut the bleeding off because it was just going up and going up and going up, and there seemed to be no end in sight. How bad is this going to get with this stupid motherfucking Democrat fake administration where the guy's not even, somebody else is running the fucking show? Now, somebody made a good point. I don't know who it was, but some clip I watched today. It's like, I think they were talking to Bill O'Reilly. Stephen A. Smith was talking to Bill O'Reilly, and he was like, Obama was the deporter in chief. That was his nickname. He deported all kinds of motherfuckers. He's like, how did we go from that to Joe Biden just opening the border wide open? Like, how did the hell? Because Biden was the VP of Obama. It doesn't even make sense. And Bill O'Reilly's like, well, you know, Biden wasn't running anything. Somebody else was. And that's so true. That's why I say, like, Biden gets a bad rap. Because a lot of the things that happened when Biden was president, Biden had nothing to do with. That's what you need to realize. It's a massive scandal. That's what I keep trying to explain to Junie. He's like, Biden's old news. I'm like, no, Junie. Biden is one of the biggest political scandals in the history of the country. You can pretend otherwise, but we had a president that didn't know what was going on. Somebody else was running things. Somebody else was the president. And they would put bills in front of him. He would just sign them. He didn't know what the fuck he was signing. Huge scandal. If it was Trump, oh my God, that's all they'd be talking about. They wouldn't be talking about Iran. They wouldn't be talking about no kings. They'd be talking about this massive scandal that Trump wasn't really running the White House and Stephen Miller was or something. And they put them, oh my God, you'd never hear the end of it. But because it's Biden, we just got to move on. Biden didn't open the border. The people that were running the White House opened it. Biden didn't even know. Which, if you look at some of Biden, like when they asked Biden stuff about the border, and he would say the border's secure. He thought the border was secure. Like, he really thought that. He had no idea. I really believe he don't know nothing. Like, he don't know as much as you think he does. He don't know what the fuck's going on. Remember Mike Johnson was like, yeah, I talked to him in the Oval Office, and I was like, why did you pass this law or whatever? What were you thinking? And or shut off this pipe or whatever the hell he did. And Biden was like, I didn't do that. What are you talking about? And he's like, yes, you did. You signed it. And he's like, I didn't sign nothing. That motherfucker didn't know what was going on. And let me tell you something. Trump knows what the fuck is going on. Okay? There's not some secret guy in there running the White House while Trump drinks Diet Coke or some shit. Trump knows what the fuck's happening. Trump is in charge. Not Elon Musk. Remember all that? That went out the window. Not Elon Musk. Not Netanyahu. Trump. If the world's richest man couldn't buy Donald Trump, why do you think anybody else can? Now, just because you don't agree with everything Trump says or does, doesn't mean he's compromised or some shit. Or he's selling you out, motherfucker. Grow up. You're not going to agree 100% with Trump on everything. There's going to be some things that Trump says or does, you're going to go, I don't agree with that. That doesn't mean that we should have elected Kamala Harris, you fucking man-child bitch. I mean, my God, the crying I'm seeing from these MAGA nerds. The fake MAGA, the Dave Smith. Dave Smith crying. Impeach Trump now. I regret voting for him. Impeach. Like, what? Impeach? The motherfucker hasn't even bombed Iran, and they're acting like he has, and they're like, he should be impeached. Why? For starting a war with Iran. Well, he didn't. He didn't do that. Impeach him over something he didn't even do. They're just as delusional as the fucking liberals. Because deep down, they are liberals. Deep down, they have a liberal nature. And that's why they're so invested in Palestine. Because deep down, these motherfuckers are liberals. It's just liberals have kind of casted them out. Because they're not like woke and crazy. And they hate all that stuff, right? So liberals cast them out over that. But when it comes to like Palestine and other shit, they agree with them on that. But you have to agree with a liberal 100%, and if you don't, you're casted out. So they went and tried to join the MAGA people. But they're not MAGA people either. They're not really Trump supporters. They're like, they were reasonable enough to not vote for Kamala Harris, but yeah, they're going to spend the next 4 years crying. Like Trump is, doing these raids and stuff. They're like, this is too far. No, it's not too far. You let millions of motherfuckers in illegally. It's a crisis, and drastic times call for drastic measures. If you didn't want these drastic measures, then you shouldn't have supported open borders. You should have took the border issue a little bit more seriously 8 years ago when we were arguing about it. But you laughed and thought it was no big deal, and you said, why do you talk about this so much? Nobody even cares. Well, now everybody cares. Now it's the biggest issue in the country. Congratulations, retard. You were wrong. Congratulations. I was 8 years ahead of you, like I always am, and you were wrong. I remember arguing with people about the border, and they would tell me all the time, who cares? It means nothing. Nobody cares. Because it used to, people really didn't care. But everyone saw what happened in Europe, and everyone's seeing this stuff, and people, they see how many, and people are seeing it now for sure with all these illegals getting busted at these jobs. Like half the workforce is illegal. What the fuck? People are starting to realize they're getting fucked. These illegals are coming in. They are taking the jobs. They're getting welfare from the government. Like everything they've been hearing from these conspiracy people, the so-called racist people, is true. It's all true. They hate people. They hate white people. Like, it's all true. You liberals have spent the last 8 years bending over backwards to prove every racist guy correct about everything he's ever said about Democrats and illegal aliens. You got illegal aliens waving Mexican flags in the streets saying they hate America and like burning the flag and shit and lighting cars on fire. Remember when Trump said they're not sending their best, and that was a big fucking outcry? Oh my God, the horror. Well, clearly they're not. Clearly they're not. Did that look like the best? Would the best be burning a car? Would the best person from a country burn a car? No, he wouldn't, because he's the best. He's not a fucking loser. I wouldn't even think to burn a car. I'm not even the best. I'm not even close to the best. And I wouldn't burn a car. Wouldn't set some fucking car on fire. These motherfuckers was calling up the autonomous cars, like the car that drives itself, and then they set it on fire when it showed up. And then liberals were on Twitter like, it's a victimless crime. No one's getting hurt. Who cares? And it's just like, no. We don't want to live in a society where they're setting the cars on fire, the delivery cars or whatever. We're trying to live in a civilized society. Maybe you're trying to live in a shithole, but we're not. So no, I don't want you to light the robotic car on fire that delivers the DoorDash order or whatever the hell it does. No, I don't want you to do that. Well, we're fighting against AI taking jobs, Oh, okay. Well, if you're worried about people taking jobs, maybe you could deport all these illegal aliens that are taking the jobs. I mean, when half the people at the meatpacking place are illegal, seems like a pretty big fucking problem. Seems like something we should deal with. It'd be one thing if there was like 2, 3 illegals working there, one illegal guy working there or something, and they were like, we're getting that guy out of here. And he'd been here for 30 years or whatever. No. There's a shit ton of motherfuckers. I love how, well, you've been here for 30 years, fuck it. No, you're not supposed to be here, though. And the fact that you've been able to be here for 30 years shows you that it's a problem. Like, that the whole system's broken. Like, how is this guy here? How has he not been deported? How does he have a job? How does he have a business? Or how the fuck does he have a house? How does he have a license? How does he have a car? How does he get all this shit? When you, as an American citizen, think of when you got to rent a house, or you got to buy a car, or you got to get a job or whatever, you need an ID. You need all these fucking things. You need all this paperwork. Sometimes you need your fucking birth certificate for some shit. You need all these damn things. And the illegals got all this shit. And you're like, how did he get all that without all this stuff that I gotta have to get the same shit? And nobody can explain it. I mean, Elon found that they had fucking illegals on Social Security. Liberals were like, no, that's not real. It is. They were doing whole fucking press conferences going over the data, showing you how this motherfucker, there's fucking illegals on Social Security. And then they're like, we're going to take the illegals off Social Security. We're going to take off the dead people, the people that are like 120. And liberals were like, oh my God, they're taking Social Security away from people. From people that are 120 and illegal aliens. What's the big deal? They're not supposed, first of all, an illegal alien's not supposed to have social, what in the fuck is that? And then Junie tried to convince you illegal aliens pay taxes. They don't pay no fucking taxes. I'm telling you, Smokey, they do. I asked him, I said, who the fuck willingly pays taxes? You ever heard of somebody that willingly wants to pay taxes? Have you ever known someone that paid taxes even though they didn't have to pay them? Because why would an illegal have to pay taxes? They work under the table. No, they get paychecks and money comes out of the check and everything. Like, what? Huh? An illegal gets a job at a meatpacking place, gets a paycheck, like just like a normal citizen. How does that work? How does he have a Social Security number? You know what I mean? What are you talking about? Like, when I do my taxes, I got to put my Social Security number in. What does the liberal put in when he does his? What's going on? No, I highly doubt all these illegals are paying taxes. Illegals are working under the table and sending most of the money back to the country they came from, to their family there. That's what's going on. Like, fucking Jesus. They brag about it. I seen a video of some Mexican lady the other day. She was like, we want to live in Mexico. We come here to make money, and then we send it back to our home country, and we build a house there and everything. And then once we've made enough money from America, we get the fuck out of here. We don't even want to be here. Send her home then. It's weird these people make videos tell you exactly what they're doing. They're like, we come here, we get a job, we send all the money home, we build a nice house in Mexico, and then we go home to Mexico after we suck America dry of money. After we come and we take the job that you're supposed to have, but we took it, and we send the money home. We don't put the money back into the country. No, we send it to another country. And everyone's okay with this. Everyone thinks this is okay. All because they want to pay people cheaper wages. You think liberals would? I'm sure the businessman has a noble cause. He's hiring the illegals because he cares so much. No. He's saving money some way doing it. He's benefiting from it. Financially. He ain't doing it out of the kindness of his heart to help this illegal out. Help him get a job. And because the meatpacking job that pays pretty good money, I bet, is full of illegals, well, the 67 other guys got to go work at McDonald's or something. They can't get a job at the meatpacking place that pays a good wage and want shit because the illegals took them. You see the problem? This is not about this is not about right or wrong or being a good person or any of this stupid shit, racism or any of that dumb shit. This is simply about putting American citizens first. And all jobs in this country should be for American citizens, not for illegals. Not for illegals, no. One illegal alien taking a job is one too many. It's one too many. Now, perhaps, I know some rich liberals in California have like gardeners or whatever. They love them. They're illegal, whatever. Perhaps a deal could be worked out where the rich celebrity could pay some money. Perhaps they could pay some money and get the guy a green card so he can work on the lawn to the end of time. And they could pay some money, help balance the budget. Maybe we could do something like that. And Trump would probably go for something like that, but you're too busy hyperventilating to try to make a deal. So, since you're too busy hyperventilating, we're just going to deport him too. We're deporting Hector, the gardener, and everything, You could probably, Hector could probably stay. A deal could be worked out, but you don't want to work out a deal. You want to act like a child. So be it. We'll send Hector home too then. Tried to be nice. Tried to be nice. Tried to maybe make room for Hector. Tried to show a little compassion. You wanted to run your mouth. So go fuck yourself. He can go home too. Because I don't really care if he goes home or not. You know what I mean? I don't care. I'm not going to shed no tears. Like, liberals are so dumb. Like, Trump will come out and say, all right, I'm not going to deport the farm workers and I'm going to let some of the illegals that are working jobs and not committing any crimes or whatever, I'm going to let some of them stay temporarily till we figure something out. And then liberals, you think liberals would rejoice? You think they'd get on Twitter and say, good job that Trump did this? If they did it, if they actually did that, Trump would probably, that's probably the best tactic you got, really. If you'd stop hyperventilating, if you would have came out when he did that and you would have praised him as a liberal, you would have said, man, I'm proud of Trump for doing this. It shows he's not fucking Hitler or whatever. Like, these people aren't bad people. But instead of doing that, they fucking lost their mind and started clowning him and called him Taco. And then MAGA people was like, what are you doing, Trump? Fuck that. So Trump had no reason to follow through with it. It was very easy for Trump just to go, okay, never mind, I won't do that. Because he's pissed off. He's pissed off his supporters. And the people that he's doing it for, to try to appease them a little bit, to show a little compassion, are shitting on him for it. So fuck y'all. Then we just won't do it. You liberals you don't know what you're doing. You're so bad at this. You're so bad at it. You don't know how to manipulate and work Trump at all. You haven't learned a thing. And MAGA knows how to do it. MAGA knows how to get on there and be like, what the fuck? We're not letting the gardener stay. We're not letting the farmer stay. What the fuck? We're not letting the hotel workers stay. They can hire American citizens if they don't like it. Get over it. Deport all of them. And Trump's like, oh, damn, I pissed them off. Well, maybe the liberals are happy with me, I did something nice. They'll probably have, they're shitting on him, laughing at him, calling him Taco. And he's like, well, fuck all these people then. I'll just make MAGA people happy. Hell. Every time Trump tries to put an olive branch out, y'all swat it away and run your mouth. So why bother? Trump needs to quit putting olive branches out and tell you to go fuck yourself. Because you don't appreciate it. You're unwilling to compromise. Trump is showing you he's willing to have some compromise. You're not willing to have any. Therefore, we should not compromise at all. We should just have it our way. The liberals want it their way, and if they get power, they're going to do it their way. No compromise, no middle ground. So when you get power, you got to do the same thing. That's just the way it is now. So you got to stop crying. You got to stop letting liberals dictate your emotions. They don't matter. The liberals don't matter. You'll be a lot better off when you start realizing they don't matter. Their tears don't matter. Let them cry. Fuck them. Let them have a nervous breakdown. But even Trump hasn't realized that yet. He's still trying to show these liberals that I'm not Hitler. I'm not insane. I am reasonable. And I can be compromised with. And they just can't handle it. Quit trying to compromise with them. Fuck them. And he did. He rescinded the order. He said, never mind. Never mind, we'll send Hector home. I really tried to maybe Hector could stay, He's a gardener. He ain't hurt nobody. I'm not evil. I have a heart. Maybe Hector can stay. And liberals were like, ha 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 ha, Taco, you don't ever follow through with nothing. And he said, all right, fuck you then. See how you're your own worst enemy? You did that to yourself. I mean, you should have been wishing Trump a happy birthday on Saturday. You should have, instead of having a big protest. You're not going to win Trump over running that mouth. Why don't you try to win Trump over? Maybe get some compromise. No, they don't want to compromise. A liberal's incapable of compromise. A liberal don't even know what the hell that means. Retards. They're like, if you just kiss Trump's ass, he'll do whatever. But they don't even ever try that. Ain't that weird? They say that all the time. If you just kiss Trump's ass, he just wants someone to kiss his ass, stroke his ego, and he'll do whatever you want. Well, why don't you try that? You keep saying it, but I never see you attempt that. You just talk shit about him and his family. Why don't you try to kiss his ass? Maybe he'd go more liberal if you kiss his ass. There is no reason for Trump to compromise with liberals because they've proven they don't want to. Every time I see him try to do it, I'm like, why are you doing it? Why? They don't want to. They have no desire to have common ground with you about anything. If Trump had figured out a way to cure cancer and he just needed the liberals to come to the table, he needed their help to pass some law or whatever, and cancer would be cured. Liberals would fight tooth and fucking nail for cancer. They would. Because the last thing they'd want is Trump to be able to say that he cured cancer. Oh, God. They couldn't live with it. They'd rather have cancer than Trump be the guy to get rid of it. If their house was on fire and Trump showed up with a fire truck, they'd be like, get out of here. No Nazis here. Let the house burn. If Trump was like trying to charge into the building, like, my children are in there, and Trump was like, I'll go in there and get them. They'd be like, don't you put your hands on my children. Let them burn. They'd be saying goofy shit like, he's going to rape my children. They're fucking weird. TDS is a real thing, and a lot of you have it. Even some people that voted for Trump have it. It's a weird thing. They're like, my 401k. Oh, my 401k, Smokey, it's over. the stock market collapsed. It's over. And I'm like, it'll be fine. I'm like, in a month or two, you won't even be talking about this. Oh, Smokey, what do you know about it? The economy. What do you know about the stock market? I don't know anything about it. But I know liberals are wrong about everything. So trust me, it'll be okay. And here we are, months later, and it's totally okay. And nobody says, wow, you were right. No, they just go, no, you were wrong. You're wrong. Wrong about what? Been right about everything I said. You've been hyperventilating and have a panic attack, and I've been telling you to calm the fuck down. Everything's fine, and everything has been fine. And the Iran stuff will be fine, and Russia and Ukraine will come to peace at some point. They're fighting. They want to fight. Okay, you gotta accept that they want to fight. They want to go at it. They don't want to stop right now. So there's only so much you can do when two guys want to fight. You know, it's like two guys in a bar trying to fight, and you're like in the middle, and you keep getting punched. And finally, you step back and go, "Fuck it, let them go." God damn, these motherfuckers won't stop. Nope, nobody can stop them. They're just fighting. They're hitting other people that it's just insane. Like they want to go, get out of the way. Sometimes you got to get out of the way and let two guys slug it out. Eventually, they'll get tired of slugging it out, and then that's when you come up and you go, all right, you guys ready to calm down now? Russia just did another big attack on them. And Lazinski a few weeks ago did a big attack, so they keep attacking each other. And Lazinski was bragging about it. He was talking all kinds of shit. And that's what Trump is saying. That's like, Trump is saying, like, this motherfucker just keeps running his mouth. He won't shut the fuck up. And Putin's crazy. Putin's crazy. Like, he's not gonna put up with it. He'll fuck you up. That's what he kept trying to tell this idiot. You don't have the cards, man. You're gonna get fucked up, man. And he's like, I blew up 30% of their Air Force. Yep, and they're still blowing your shit up with drones and stuff, bro. Like, why not come to the table? Liberals want to convince you that Ukraine wants peace. They do not. How is attacking and blowing up 30% of the air fleet, how is that peace? Does that sound like somebody wants peace? Putin don't want it either. But it's not being gaslit by liberals on how Ukraine wants peace. Clearly not. If Ukraine kept getting attacked and they weren't attacking back, and they were like, then they could play victim, but they're attacking back. They're doing large-scale attacks right back, blowing up 30% of the Air Force or shit. What they say. That sounds like a pretty big attack, so. How you gonna have a ceasefire? How you gonna have a peace deal when both sides keep blowing each other up? Although war is weird. They'll be fighting with each other, and then they'll have like a ceasefire, and then they'll stop, and then they'll start again. It's just fucking weird. And like right before the ceasefire goes into effect, they both blow the shit out of each other. Let's get one last bomb in there. Which is just fucking weird. And then they have the ceasefire. It goes into effect. And then they stop. But like an hour ago, they blew up like the whole block. So fucking goofy. And that's what Trump is saying. Like, it's so goofy. Like, you motherfuckers are just blowing each other up for what? For what? Trump doesn't understand it. He really doesn't, because he builds hotels and shit. So he sees these areas and he's like, y'all should be building hotels. You got the ocean right here, whatever. You got the sea. You got a big lake or some shit. You got all kinds of nice shit here. Great views. You got mountains and shit. You should build nice hotels and maybe some casinos or something. A lot of money could be made. Could be nice. Instead, they want to blow it up. He don't understand. Why y'all blowing everything up? Why y'all keep fighting? That's what he's trying to explain to dumbass Kim Jong Un. Like, you got a nice little place here if you just stop being weird. Like, you could make some nice shit. Like, he was walking that fat fuck around North Korea, and he was pointing at shit. Trump was like, you could build a beautiful hotel right here. You could have some, oh my God, you could have something here. You'd have so much tourism, but you gotta quit being weird, man. Nobody wants to come here because you're fucking weird. And you killed that one guy for ripping a flag off the wall. I mean, Jesus. It's fucking weird. And you're losing a lot of money. With these dumb fuck world leaders, I don't even care about that. Guy like Trump he don't understand it. He thinks they're weird. Like Netanyahu wants to go in and like blow the shit out of Iran, fuck it all up. And Trump's like, what? Not doing that. Like, Israel just wants to go in and just bomb the shit out of it. Trump's not into just blowing up civilians. I mean, when has Trump ever just started bombing civilians? The motherfucker's president. I don't even remember it happening in 4 years he was president. I don't remember him just bombing the fuck out of some civilians. I'm sure it happened somewhere in some desert shithole. The military bombed some birthday party or something. Kill some terrorists or something. But when did he like bomb a city and like just start leveling the city? Liberals keep telling me it's going to happen, but it never does. They're like, Trump said there wouldn't be any wars. Well, goddamn, a year ago you was cheering on war. You was excited about it. You loved October 7th. I told you that was going to lead to a massive war, and you were like, whatever. Now you cry about it. All those dead Palestinians, that's the blood on your hands. You thought October 7th was so funny and so cool. I told you when it happened. I said Israel's going to fuck this. They're going to blow the fuck out of this place. Are you crazy? This is crazy. They're going to level that place. They'll kill everybody. You thought it was so funny. And then they started blowing the place up. And you're like, what's going on? Well, it's called the consequences of your actions. That's what's going on. So you cheer on that. You cheer on when, like, Ukraine blows up a bunch of Russian shit. But then when Russia attacks Ukraine, you're like, this is fucked up. No, it's war. It's like when Israel bombs Iran and then Iran fires bombs back at them. I mean, Israel can't really play the victim. They started the war. They started bombing them. You have to expect there's going to be bombs coming back directed at you after you go in there and bomb them. That's just common sense. But Israel didn't bomb Iran and then go, all right, we need a ceasefire. No, they bombed Iran and then they said, we're going to finish the fucking job. We're done with this. They didn't start playing victim and fucking calling for a ceasefire. That's what Ukraine does. Ukraine will attack Russia, do a big attack, and they'll go, we need a ceasefire immediately. You just bombed the fucking... like, what? You just bombed them. You can't... That's like running up and punching a guy and then going, truce. Time out. before we start fighting, I know I just hit you in the mouth, but before we officially start fighting, let's talk it out. Let's have a talk. Diplomacy. Like, I just hit you in the mouth. I know you're like, what, your jaw hurts, you're like a little pissed off right now, but just calm down. I know I just hit you in the mouth, but ceasefire. And then I'm like, let's have a ceasefire, man. Come on, man. And then I hit you in the mouth again. And you're like, listen, man, relax, ceasefire. I want a ceasefire. I want peace. And I just keep sucker punching you in the fucking face. Don't want no damn peace. Like, Ukraine could play victim when they were attacked the first time and invaded, but at this point, they ain't no fucking victim. They're fighting a war. And they're blowing shit up, and Russia's blowing shit up, and they're talking shit, and it's war. There ain't nobody, ain't no victim. Like, they want to do these big attacks, and then they want to turn around and play victim. Like, oh my God, Putin's bullying us. Goddamn, you were just bragging about blowing up 30% of the fighter planes. You didn't seem like you were being bullied a week ago when you were talking shit after blowing up 30% of the planes. Now you're being bullied. Oh, now you're getting picked on by Putin. And that doesn't mean Putin's a good guy or anything. But if you can't acknowledge that Zelensky's a clown he doesn't want peace. He's not trying to get it at all, no matter what he keeps saying it, but no. You can't be bragging about you pulled off some big attack without America's help, and then I'm a victim. And if you can pull off these big attacks, you don't need us at all. I mean, pull the funding. Pull the funding from Israel and Ukraine. Enough. Fight your own wars. Fund your own shit. Anyway, it's time for bed. I wish you well. How do you harvest a crop that needs to be harvested now? You hire workers to harvest it. They don't have to be Mexican. What a racist notion that only Mexicans can pick crops. You're a racist.